Deacon David AUFIERO thought of himself as an average kid growing up near the beach in Revere, Massachusetts. But a conversation with a parish priest during a difficult time in his teenage years provided the foundation for a lifetime vocation. Rebecca Drake has the story of how a moment of kindness helped put one young man on the road to ordination.
He once dreamed of being an announcer for the Boston Celtics. The next year, he became a civil engineering student at the University of Massachusetts in Amherst. But God had another design for David AUFIERO's life.
Then, in the midst of all that, in the midst of my years of studying at UMass Amherst, that thought, have you ever thought about becoming a priest, hasn't left me, so it stayed in the back of my mind.
Soon, along with 4 other young men, Deacon David AUFIERO will be ordained a priest for the Diocese of Springfield. He recalls the first time he received an invitation to the priesthood at the age of 15.
The very first time that I had a thought of the priestly vocation enter my mind was when my parish priest from my old neighborhood has asked me if I've ever thought about becoming a priest.
During a time of turmoil in his family life, the teenager had sought counseling and comfort from his pastor. Still, he was surprised by the priest's question.
My response to the question was, I was very surprised that he asked me if I've ever thought about becoming a priest, because I was an altar server when I was a kid, and an altar server as a teenager, but I hadn't been going to church regularly, so I was very surprised, but very flattered by the question.
Thoughts of a priestly vocation were overshadowed as David focused on his studies, sports, and friends, until an experience at a funeral liturgy changed everything.
During the moment of elevation of the Eucharist, where I thought to myself, it's so wonderful what a priest does, inspiring hope in a very dark time, really. Well, that thought was coming back, and I said to myself, I should be up there one day, and I heard a voice say, you will be up there one day.
No longer able to deny the call to priesthood, the civil engineering student began working on a blueprint for a new vocation.
That year, during my junior year, I was involved here at the Newman Center, bringing Eucharist to the elderly, being involved with different prayer groups and Bible studies. Just really strove to include prayer and include Mass in my life as much as I could.
As he completes his final year at St. John's Seminary in Brighton, Deacon David has returned to the Newman Center at UMass on weekends, where he credits the examples of Fathers Gary Daly and Jonathan Reardon as an inspiration to him.
Other priests showed me what it meant to be faithful after many years. Father Gary and Father John were excellent to me this year, and that has definitely helped.
And Father Gary, vocations director for the Springfield Diocese, says that he, in turn, has been inspired by Deacon David's compassion and spirituality.
I really believe that David will touch many hearts through his own personal story, his own journey, which was a very difficult one, and I think will touch the hearts of many people, particularly young people. And I really find in him a great gift, and I really believe that young men will be drawn to the priesthood through him.
And in these last few months of preparation for the priesthood, Deacon David has stepped into the role of mentoring other young men considering the same vocation. Remembering the kindness shown to him by his parish priest, he hopes to share this with others.
As a youngster, in the midst of everything that was happening, I think the kindness that was shown to me by the priest was something that was very inspiring to me, and something that I take with me into my days of seminary and into the priesthood, today.
And at a time when a religious vocation may be the road less traveled, Deacon David says a life centered in prayer is vital. As the day of his ordination approaches, Deacon David has these thoughts on his hopes for his own priesthood.
Kind of inspired by the kindness that I was shown, I would like to show that to others as well, especially kids and especially teens in inner city. As people have been patient with me, I would hope that I'd be patient with others.
A moment of kindness from a parish priest leads to a lifetime dedicated to sharing the compassion of Christ, and a blessing for the Catholic Church in Western Massachusetts. For Real to Real, I'm Rebecca Drake.